Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Rice Gum back on the mic. Hopefully, everyone's having a great day because me, myself, I'm having a fantastic day. We are back for another life story, but before I get into that, here's some gameplay on the map Raid. Here's some highlight reels on this in this gameplay. I get a quad with the Lobestar, and I drop a care package on some kid's forehead, which is always fun to do, so stay tuned for that. But we're not here to talk about the motherfucking gameplay. We're here to talk about this life story, so let's get started. So if you're not in the mood for some funny ass story and some entertaining gameplay, you can click on my other videos. Just make sure you subscribe, like, do that, do all that other stuff. I'm just very excited right now because this is a hilarious story. So here is the story on the craziest bus ride I ever took in my life. So you already know this is gonna be funny. So sit back, relax, do all the other stuff, and let's get started. So let's go all the way back to when I was in ninth grade, and it isn't really all the way back because it was only like 10 years ago. I mean 1 year ago, because I'm in 10th grade right now, so it wasn't really that long ago. But from 8th grade to ninth grade was a really big transition in my life, just because of the fact that in 8th grade I was in middle school, and the middle school was close to my house, and in high school, well, in ninth grade I was in high school obviously, and high school was obviously farther from my house, so I had to take the bus because my parents forced me to, and I constantly beg them and convince them to be like, please give me a ride, please, 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 and all that other stuff. But they would never give in, and they just want me to take the bus. I don't know why. It saves money, I guess. I don't know. Gas money is expensive, whatever. But the bus that I took was the worst bus of all time, just because of the fact that, well, not because the bus seats were like, cricket or something, or like the walls were like dented or something. No, it was because of the people on the bus, and the people on the bus was really weird. Well, not every single one, just well, the five main people that really made the bus unfun for me was well, five guys that sat all the way at the back of the bus. And the funny thing about that was they were all black, and I don't know if they did that on purpose or anything, and not trying to be racist or anything, but yeah, so there was five guys that sat at the back of the bus, and they were all relatively guys that were troublemakers, and they were all black once again, and they were all juniors and seniors, and except for one guy, he was a freshman, and I was actually cool with him. And the thing about our bus was we had a bus leader. Well, he called himself the bus leader. He basically ran the bus, and he had his own seat. The seat all the way at the back of the bus had the biggest seat because it was a whole whole row, and the whole row, and he sat there alone. And if anyone sat there, all he had to do was just look at you, and you would move, which was the scary thing. He was really intimidating, so if he told you to do something, you better do it before you get beat up. And he had a lot of friends with him, and I guess he was like a cool kid. So if you screw around with him or get problems with him, you will probably get jumped, because he's a troublemaker. So enough about the main character. Oh yeah, and that troublemaker guy, bus leader guy, he was actually brothers with the freshman guy, so that's why that freshman sat back there with them. That does tie into the story a little bit. So one day at school, I was in gym class, and gym class was at the last period of the day, so after gym class I would go home. So in gym class we usually play basketball or flag football, and so today I was playing basketball in gym, and relatively I would kill everyone and the game would go by fast. But this game was actually a close game down to the wire, and the bell actually rung, but the game was tied, so someone screamed out next point wins, and we went back and forth for a little bit and no one scored, and I actually scored the last point, and the game was over. I went in the locker room, changed, to all the other stuff, and I ran on the bus one day. Well, every single day, well, me knowing that I have gym last period, because gym and the bus stop place where I would get on the bus was on the opposite side. So every single day it would be a mission, a challenge, a quest for me to get a good seat, because I do not want to sit at the back of the bus. I would always try to go as early as possible, but my class was always so far, so I would always have to sit at the back, at the front of the bus. Well, I try to sit at the front of the bus, but that day where the game went down to the wire and I shot the last shot, I was kind of late wait for the bus, but I still ran, dodging all those books and stuff. And I finally got on the bus. I thought I was gonna miss the bus, so it was kind of a relief. And I was looking for a seat, and I was looking around because I tend to sit at the front of the bus once again. And I was looking around, and I did not see any spot open. And I tried to triple up with someone, but they wouldn't let me. So I had to go at the back of the bus, and there were only like one seat left. And it was with my friend that was a freshman that hung out with all those guys. And I went back there, and he knew who I was. He was like, "Yo, what's up?" He knew me because we played basketball together. And he was like, "Yo, what's up, man? Come sit with me." And he was like, "Man, I never knew you rode this bus." Well, I try to be low key as possible. And so I sat with them, and the bus leader guy was like, "Yo, who's this kid?" And his brother, which was my friend, that freshman kid, once again, he explained to me, he's just a friend of. He was like, "Yo, he's my friend. He's a cool guy." So the bus captain looked at me. He eyed me down, looked at my shoes, looked at my jeans and stuff. I don't know if that was gear or anything, but he looked me down, and he was like, "Okay, you can sit back here now, dog. And at school, you could follow me, and you could approach me and shake my hand anytime you want, bro. We cool now. You know what I'm saying?" So that I'm trying to reenact his voice. I'm not that good at reenacting voices, but that's basically what he said. He said, I can be friends with them, basically, and all that other stuff. So I'm sitting back there, and I'm expecting the worst. I'm expecting for them to do some ignorant stuff, but actually these guys were just clowning on each other. Like, they were basically just talking trash back and forth between friends and talking about funny moments, and they were just like regular people. And it was actually funny because before I went to the back of the bus, I had like an image in my mind of what they would be like, and they were completely different. So I guess that's a good thing. So I go home, everything's good. The bus ride went down smoothly, and I go to school the next day. So the next day, the school passed by once again pretty smoothly. Everything went by perfectly. And so once again, we're back at gym class. And actually today we actually finished early in gym class, so I could get dressed and get ready to sprint to the bus and sit at the front of the bus, because I really don't want to sit at the back of the bus again, because I just feel like I don't fit in with those guys. Maybe because it's because of my skin color, I don't know. But so once again, I do my little mission questing, dodging all those books, dodging all them bullets, and I'm going to the bus. And guess what? The front seats were not taken, and I decided to sit down. But one of the bus, so I told you guys there were 5 guys at the back of the bus that I didn't like. So one of the guys noticed me, and he was like, "Hey, yo, Brian, we're back here. Come here. We're back here." And I saw him. I just didn't want to sit with him, and I can't really say no to him. So I decided to go to the back of the bus. So I sat at the back of the bus. I had my own seat, and I was just there on my phone. And then I saw this new kid on the walking on the bus. He was a new kid. He was this light-skinned kid, and he was walking towards the back of the bus. And I personally didn't know who he was, and he sat at the bus captain's spots. So everyone was looking at him and was like, "Ooh, like, stuff is about to go down if he doesn't move. They gonna have some problems." So I'm looking out the window, and I see the bus captain guy, and I see him, and he's skipping around, he's talking to girls, doing all his, he was doing him. And he walked on the bus, and he shook the bus driver's hand like always, because something about it was, I think the bus driver was like his uncle or something, or something like that. Like, they would always talk to each other and stuff. But yeah, so he's walking towards the back of the bus, and he sees some guy in his spot. So at first he's chill about it. He's like, "Hey, yo, bro, you're in my spot." So the light skinned guy, the new kid, was like, "Well, can we share this spot? You know what I'm saying? We can share, there's a lot of space." And he was like, "Are you talking back to me?" Well, his face was like that, and it was basically like, "Are you really talking back to me, dog? Like, do you know who I am?" And we all knew something was gonna happen if he didn't move. And he was like, "Yo, bro, move. I'm giving you 5 seconds." So he started counting down 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and he didn't move. So he got into his face. So they both stood up and they got into each other's face. And they were about. These guys were both seniors, and they were about to fight over a bus seat, which is so lame. And the bus driver looked up. He saw the mirror, and he came back and was like, "Hey, yo, break it up, break it up, break it up." So they broke it up, and then the bus driver told that light-skinned kid to go to the front of the bus bus and sit by himself. So everything was going smoothly. The bus was cruising along, and the bus ride kind of got a little bit boring. So the bus captain got his iPod and he went to the front of the bus to jam some music, plug his iPod in. So he went to the top of the bus and he was like, "Hey yo, play some music." So he plugged in his iPod and did all that other stuff. So on the way he was walking back, the bus driver all of a sudden just stepped on the brake or something, and the bus captain guy flew back because he was walking back to his seat. So he flew back and he actually landed on I don't know how he landed on him, but he landed on the new kid's foot, and I guess he was wearing J's or something cool, I don't know. But yeah, so he landed on his foot, and so the light skinned guy, Ozzy didn't like it, so he told him, "Hey yo, bro, dude, you stepped on my shoe, like clean it." And the bus captain guy was like, "Who do you think I am? I'm not gonna get on my knees to clean your shoe." So once again, they got into each other's faces, and the bus driver guy, was focusing on the road and stuff, so he didn't see them standing. I mean, two tall guys, standing up on a bus. I mean, I'm pretty sure you should be able to see in your peripheral vision or something, but whatever. So they got into each other's face, so they decided to fight, and this fight was live. This fight was live, bro. This thing was crazy. So basically, the bus captain guy socked the light skinned kid in the face really hard, and he fell to the ground. And then he got on top of him. The bus leader guy got on top of the guy, and he started swinging on him. And then guess what? So this fight was live. At my school, I seen 3 fights that whole school year, and I actually did get into a fight, and I did talk about it as a life story. So if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. So basically, here's how the fight went down. This is how the fight went down. So basically, okay. So I can't really explain that well. So just give me a second. So here's how the fight went down. So he will be representing a Ninja Turtle, obviously. No, I'm just playing. But he will be representing the bus captain, and he will be representing the light-skinned new kid on the bus guy that has problems with this guy. So basically, they just got into each other's faces, and they're just exchanging words. And I guess this guy just had it, the bus captain guy, and he just swings him a clean hook right into the face. And well, he didn't fall down, but clean hook right in the face, and he falls down. I don't think he was knocked out because he was still responding. So as soon as he knocked him down to the ground, he jumped on top of him, no homo, and he just starts hitting him, and just hits him in the face, going back and forth, and just hitting him. And he starts to get a black eye. He busts his lip, and he starts leaking on the side of his face. So his face looks all messed up right now. I mean, you can't really see, but his face was messed up. I had front row seats because I sat at the back of the bus. Imagine if I sat at the front of the bus, I would not be making this video. So shout out to the bus captain guy. So he knocked him and just keeps on hitting him. So this guy's just eating all his hits, and he decides to turn around. So now it looks kind of weird, but he turns around, and I guess this is smart, but now he can give him donkey punches to the back of his head. And so now the light-skinned guy decides to stand up, and it looks like the light-skinned guy is, hold on, I'm gonna move this up really quick. The light-skinned guy is giving the bus driver captain guy a piggyback ride, which does look really weird. And basically the light-skinned guy just leans back and just falls right on top of him. And basically the bus driver guy, I guess he hits his head somehow really hard, because this guy was relatively a big guy. Falls on top of him, falls on top of his chest, he gets hit in the head, and he's knocked out. And basically he got knocked out by hitting his head too hard, and his face is just leaking like crazy, and he has a really bad black eye. He probably needs stitches. Well, he probably got stitches. I'm pretty sure he got stitches because he got messed up really bad. I'm gonna move this bike a little bit closer. Yeah, but that's basically it, yo. So basically what happened was the light-skinned guy got beat up. his face got messed up, but he kind of won the fight because he was the last man standing, and the other guy, he got some clean hits on him, but he ended up losing the fight because he fell down. So tell me in the comment section below, if you were in this situation, who would you rather be, the guy that gets beat up but wins the fight, or the guy that beats the guy up and, you know, is untouched but later gets knocked out? So tell me in the comment section below if I should keep my face and answer that question. And here's a quick challenge, and do that really quick because this video is about to end. Like, comment, do all the other stuff, and make sure you subscribe. I'm outie. I love all my subs.